Okay, good evening, everyone. So, as usual, we'll just wait another 5 minutes so that most of the people can join. Okay, I think most of the people have already joined. So, I hope my voice is audible to you, everyone. So, most of few people let me know my voice might not be clear. So, again, good evening, everyone. So, few people are new here. So, welcome to this sessions of free online tutorials. So, myself, architect Mahbubul Alam. I'm an architect by profession. I also do my interior projects also. So, I have my own office. For the newcomers, I'm just introducing myself. So, I have my own office in the name of Architectural Studio. My own architect's office. We deal with architecture projects, interior projects, and everything. So anyway, so I first of all I will take just 5 minutes to just clarify you one thing regarding the recent post I have posted in the WhatsApp group. Actually, the recent post we have gone through, the recent post I have posted in the WhatsApp group, I was actually concerned about the type of different types of people coming from various fields. So as I previously in the last class I told you, I will be conducting all the free online tutorials and everyone can join. Just now I can see most of the people are joining. So it's not like that you can't attend the other classes. It's not like that. You can, your wish, you can join all the classes, you can attend all the classes, whether you're from various background, various field. But I just mentioned one thing, that I only want to have 4 different types of options so that I can specifically have the topics on that field. Suppose just for example, today as I wrote in the group, today's class will be specially for the option 2. Option 2 means those who are already pursuing interior designing. So those who are already have some knowledge, whatever they have learned in the institute. So those who have already pursuing interior design degree, they will be more comfortable in such topics like what the topic we have decided today, the 2Ds and 3Ds perspective and types of drawings, make preparing drawings. So I just clarify again. So everyone can join all the classes if you wish. It's okay, but the classes I will be conducting, I will just put a name, just option 1. That will mean that this will be some sort of beginners. यानी उसमें ये जो ऑलरेडी इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग पढ़ रहे हैं वो लोग, उनको ऐसा फील नहीं होना चाहिए ये तो बेसिक है, ये तो मैं पढ़ चुकी हूँ. Just like today's class, today if I am going for the option 2 class, that means for the second or higher level of the interior design, that means 2D 3D perspective. If today if I am going to teach you, obviously for the beginners they may feel that I am not understanding, मैं जो उतना ज़्यादा समझ में नहीं आ रहा, वो confusion नहीं होना चाहिए. So there will be different types of class. All the people can join. It's up to you, whatever you can attend. So I think most of the people have joined. So always we're short of time. So I just start the class today. So today, okay, I can find most of the people. I also requested one thing, and one thing I want to add you another thing. It's not like that in for all the classes which we will be conducting regularly from now. It's not like that all the time, all the daily you have to message me. I'll be asking you nothing. It's not like that. This was just a survey. This was just, as I told you, I want to know who are the people from various background and all. So next time, those people who will be attending these classes, they will be already provided the password, so that I may, as I told you, I want to make sure that those who are actually interested, they can attend the classes, normal note. Anyway, it will also, one thing, it will also help me if you few people are interested to pursue any certification, participation ka certificate milna. So this will help me to have some idea that both, see, those people who are regularly attending or mostly attending, they are deserving for me, they deserve such type of certification and all. So that's why I have made it in a system, in a sequence. Anyway, so as the topic says, before that I would like to know, I think there are 2 3 people new here, I think. Okay, Oppo A7, may I know you? Oppo A7, Oppo A7. It's okay. So Android Blue,
Yes, sir.
yeah, Oppo, yeah, Android Blue. The full name is not coming. So what's your name?
Yes, sir. My name is Christina Sekia.
Okay, Christina, just
I'm
it's
from.
okay, it's okay. So it's okay.
Okay,
You
okay,
will
sir.
come. I haven't done the formality still because I was short of time. So I just already told in the group. We had an official WhatsApp group. I've already informed. So next time we'll be attending the classes. You just do one thing. When you before just connecting, you can put your profile name. So that I can
Okay.
recognize you. They are attending. Okay, Christina Saikia, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Before
Yes,
connecting, you have
sir.
an
Thank you
option in
so
the
much.
Zoom. You have an option to put your name, so you can put your name so they can recognize you. And another one, I think this one,
Okay.
Oppo A7, Oppo A7. Anyway, so she might be not audible right now. Okay, as the topic says, units of measurement. So within this topic, actually this topic, units of measurement, 2Ds, 3Ds, perspective, these are a part of constructions and detailing actually. If you study in architecture field, if you study in interior design field also, this type of study where we study the units of measurements, how to measure drawings, how to measure actual things in the on site, how to prepare drawings, what is 2D, 2 dimension, what is 3 dimension, what is perspective. These things, these studies are already included in a subject called construction detailing or constructions and details, whatever you say. So it's a part of it actually. But it doesn't mean that construction detailing itne mein समाप्त नहीं होता, खत्म नहीं होता. Construction and details, construction and details is a vast subject. It also includes the units of measurement. It also includes the 2D, 3D perspective and all. It also includes how to prepare plans for the types of drawings, what are the types of plan, elevation sections, how to prepare drawings, everything it includes. What are the tools we use for manual drafting, manually drawing banana, AutoCAD mein, software mein drawing banana, what are the tools we use? Everything covers under this subject, constructions and detailings. So what are the techniques, what are the tools we use in the preparing drawings, what are the things we have to show? Everything comes under construction and detailing. So a part of the construction detailing subject, we will start, maybe I can conduct 2 or 3 class on this topic because I know myself that I can't cover all the points within only one class of 40 minutes hardly. Anyway, what is unit of measurement? Unit of measurement, everyone has an idea that anything we have to make, anything we design, anything we plan, we need some measurements. Obviously within ourselves we measure our height, what is my height, what is my any weight, what is my this one whatever. So everything we need a measurement obviously. So what is unit of measurement? A common term we already know, the unit of measurement is some sort of magnitude or quantity, what is the size, what is the scale. So these things comes under unit of measurement. So obviously to be an interior designer, obviously you have to know the basics of units of measurement. What are the types of unit of measurements we use to prepare drawings, to prepare drawing, 2D drawing, 3D drawing, perspective drawing. So before starting any project, before doing any preparing any plan, we have to know the units of measurements we use. So anyway, unit of measurement is simply the magnitude, the quantity, the size, the proportion. What are the we are considering during our designs, during our preparation of the drawings, what we use. So everyone knows from right from our school days, we used to use a scale, ruler. हम लोग बोलते थे ruler. Maybe it was a plastic scale, transparent scale. Maybe it was a ruler. So we know that centimeter, millimeter, mm, this type of measurements we use to prepare drawings in geometry and everything in school days only. So now if we are coming to the professional field like interior designing also we need some basic scales of measurement, basic units of measurement, how to prepare drawings. That I'll be conducting right now. So unit of measurement, as you can find the definition, is the magnitude or quantity of the things or the elements of the object, whatever we do. Now, if we go to a general study about units of measurement, already most of us may know already that there are 7 basic units of measurement in the SI system. SI system जो widely globally accepted है. The most countries, the maximum nations accepted it, and that is called SI system. And SI system, these are the types of, already I have mentioned, they are the meter, the kilogram, the second, the Kelvin, the ampere, whatever. So it's a general definition, the widely accepted, globally accepted standard units of measurement, SI system. So standard of unit of measurements, what is the advantage of standard units or standard measurements? It is widely accepted, globally accepted. That, what does it mean? That means if we are practicing the standard units of measurements here in India, maybe you will be eligible, maybe you will find suitable to work in any other countries, any other nations in the world. That's why it is the advantage of using SI system. So SI system, we will be not discussing about kilogram or second or what. We are concerned about only the measurement in length measurement. That means the meter. The meter is our SI unit of measurements. So another point I would like to tell you about that, we normally have a general idea about what is unit of measurement. एक scale है, we have a scale. Maybe it is in mm, it is in centimeter. We just measure the thing, measure the length of the bed, measure the length of the table or height of the chair, whatever we measure it. Or we often measure the size of the room, what is the length of the room, what is the breadth of the room, what is the height of the room. We just measure it with any tools of measuring tools, whatever we have. Now you have to know, before that you have to clarify one thing. I know many people, even the interior design students, architecture students also have some confusion regarding some word: scale, proportion, and size. Size, scale, proportion. As I already told you in the previous class, whatever literature you might be going through in your institutions, in your colleges, maybe I can give you some idea, maybe I can clarify it more specifically. There's a difference between size, scale, and proportion. People get confused. So what is size? What is scale? What is proportion? Simply, size is the only measurement when we are not comparing it with anything else. What is the size of the table? The size of the table is 3 feet by 5 feet. This is size. We are not comparing it with anything else. Then it is a size. So it will give you the length, breadth, or maybe the height, size. What will be the scale now? Obviously, scale will be the size. Already we know what is size. Now scale will be in some comparison. When we compare it with something else, then we will call it a scale. Table, we already know is the size. Now if we compare the table size with the bed size, then we will call it a scale. Got it? Scale. If the size of the table is 3 feet by 5 feet, then what will be the size of the bedroom? Bed. Then we call it a scale. That means we are in some comparison. We are comparing one object to the other object. Then it comes to scale. Now proportion. Again, proportion is again a type of scale only. Difference between a scale and a proportion is, when we call it proportion, that means it is not only concerned about the overall size, length and breadth of the table or length and breadth of the bed. We are also concerned about all the elements, what are the proportion in size. For example, if a table size is length is 3 feet by 5 feet, bed is 6 feet by 6 feet. This is a scale. If we count it individually, it is scale. If we compare it, it is scale. And what will be proportion? Now, what are the materials we have put? What are the designs we have implicated? What are the textures? In terms of the elements, in terms of the internal elements, in terms of the small parts, small elements of the same object, if we compare with the other object, then we call it a proportion. This is the main difference between size, scale, and proportion. Fine. So I will like to tell you another thing. Now, one thing is scale. You already have a general idea: scale, what is scale, what is proportion. Now in another context, this is the type of doing measurement in a, suppose you are doing a physical measurement or preparing a drawing for a room or design. You are preparing the size of the table, you are preparing for the size of the bed, you are preparing for the size of the, what will be the size of the wardrobe, what is the size of the dressing table, everything. So everything, all the functions, all the furnitures, all the size of the size of the each elements, each objects we will be comparing each other, that we call it scale. Now in another context, while we prepare drawings, when we prepare drawings, Suppose we are preparing drawing for a room size of 10 feet by 10 feet. अब 10 फीट तो 10 फीट का साइज तो बहुत बड़ा है, वो कागज एक A4 साइज के कागज में मैं कैसे ड्रॉ करूं? हाउ विल आई ड्रॉ? Obviously there should be some relation. Whatever I will be drawing manually or in AutoCAD or any software in a piece of paper, that is small in terms of reality. Reality में वो बहुत छोटा है. Then there ऐसा तो नहीं कि कुछ भी बना दिया. It's not like that कि rough sketch बना दिया. We can't put a rough sketch without any measurement, without any scale. So in other context scale, you can say, suppose you are preparing a drawing for a room of 10 feet by 10 feet, and you know that 10 feet by 10 feet is a big size which can't be implemented in a small piece of paper. Obviously, what we call it reducing. Reduce the, जैसे while we do reducing Photoshop, photostat करते हैं, Xerox करते हैं, reduce करते हैं, enlarge करते हैं size को. Same thing. So when we prepare a drawing, we have to prepare a drawing. Then we have to reduce the size of the overall room so that it can be implemented in a small piece of paper. We have to prepare the drawings whether in manually or in AutoCAD or any other software. So then we can call, we use a type of a measurement tool, we call it scale. In that context, suppose normally interior designers drawing, architects, if you call it, if you want to know about architecture field, architecture we normally have prepared drawings from starting from 1 is to 100, 1 is to 100, 1 is to 200, 1 is to 500, 1 is to 1000. Same in interior design, we normally prepare drawings in the scale of 1 is to 1, 1 is to 20 or 1 is to 50, and maximum maybe 1 is to 100. Why? Why this is different? You should know specifically why. But first you should know what does that mean. What does we mean when we call it 1 is to 20? So 1 is to 20, when we prepare a drawing, whether in AutoCAD or in manually drafting, when we write it down in below, scale 1 is to 20. It means presently whatever we are drawing, we are preparing the drawings. If we actually implement it on site, it will be 20 times bigger, 20 times larger. 1 is to 20 का मतलब है, that means presently whatever you are viewing, we are watching on the piece of paper, that will be in actual 20 times bigger in actual. If 1 is to 50, that means it will be 50 times bigger. If you write 1 is to 100, that means it will be 100 times bigger. Just example, the earth. We have a map, we have a satellite images, and we prepare the maps. Now what is the scale? Obviously it will be huge scale, huge. We can't put it in a A4 size paper, we can't put it. So it may be 1 is to 1000, 1 is to 10,000, 1 is to 1 kilometer, whatever. So that is the reason when we prepare drawings, so we have to fix it in a sheet of paper. So we use a definite scale. That doesn't mean, that means you have to understand this. 1 is to 20 drawing, if we prepare, that means whatever I'm drawing right now will be 20 times actual in reality, in practical. That means every relation, as I told you already, if the size of the, suppose if the size of the room is, your drawing is 10 feet by 20 feet, suppose. So 10 feet by 20 feet, that means 10 feet and 20 feet you can't draw any paper. You have to reduce it. If you're reducing, suppose 1 is to 100 scale, suppose 1 is to 100 scale, that means 100 times you have to reduce it. So it will be what? It will be 10 feet means you can put it 1 feet. 1 feet will be too large again. Maybe 0.5 feet and a half feet by 20 feet, 1 feet. That means the relation will be same. If the relation of the room is 10 feet by 20 feet, that means what is the relation? What is the proportion? 1 is to 2. When you're drawing, 1 is to 2. The length and breadth, the proportion 1 is to 2, 10 feet by 20 feet. So if you're preparing the drawing also, if you bring down, reduce to a scale, the proportion remains same of the length and breadth of the size. Whatever you are making, suppose you are making in 10 mm by 20 mm, proportion remains same. We just reduce the actual drawing to a minimum size. Anyway, now you should also know there may be two types of preparing drawings. One, you know that we can manually draft a drawing. Manually, we can draw drawings in paper, just A0 size paper, A1 size. We do manually drawings with the pencil, with the scale, with the use of rulers, everything. And another way, there is when we prepare in the softwares like AutoCAD, we draft it and prepare drawings in software. So in both cases, we have to keep in mind about the scales, about the measurements. We have to keep in mind. That means if you are preparing even in AutoCAD or in software, any other software, you have to keep in mind the scale. What with the scale will be preparing the drawing, so that the as I told you, the proportion remains the same. You can't change the proportion. एक rectangle लगना है तो rectangle ही लगेगा, वो square नहीं बना देना है. कहने का मतलब ये है. If the room's actual size of the room is 10 feet by 20 feet, the proportion is, as I told you, 1:2. If you count the length to the breadth, it will be 1:2, and if one side is double the size of the other. So that proportion has to be kept maintained in also drawings also. We just overall reduce the size, that we call it scale. So you have to very specifically know what is the difference between a scale and proportion. Proportion, as I told you again, there is a relation between among the same unit and among the same object. What is the relation of one side of the wall to the other side of the wall? That is called proportion. And if you reduce the overall room to a smaller value, then we call it a scale. That is the difference. So another thing I would like to let you know. Now, before that, you just have to know a few definition, like what is anthropometry. Actually the word anthropometry accounts in most of the subjects in interior designing. I already mentioned in many classes. Anthropometry is actually the study of the required standards of human space. How much space we need for sitting, for walking, for moving, for sitting in a drawing room sofa, sitting in a study table, or cooking in a gas stove in kitchen, or even sleeping. What are the actual and standard human comfort standard size, standard measurements we need? That study we call it anthropometry. So obviously, if you want to be an interior designer, if you want to also if you want to also practice for your own or maybe your self interest, you should at least know what are the standards of spaces we need actually. So because without knowing the basic standards, as I told in previously, I told in 2-3 classes also, if you don't know the basic standards of the spaces we need, human beings need for every activities, how will you able to provide the scales in while you are designing or preparing a drawing? There's logic. You are going to prepare a drawing either manually or either in software like AutoCAD. You are going to plan a room, you are doing a space planning, you are doing furniture layout. Obviously, one thing is very important for drafting, for drawing. You have the tools, is the tool आपके हाथ में है. The tool is the minute of measurement, tool is the scale, tool is the proportion. But how will you proceed, how will you work if you don't know the standards, basic standards of the human space, what we need? Suppose you are drawing a room, bedroom, you are preparing a drawing of a bedroom, preparing in the 10 feet by 10 foot bedroom का drawing आप बना रहे हो. You have put the bed, you have to put the bed. Now you should know the what should the standards of the bed. Otherwise, if you don't correctly put the standard size of the bed, suppose the standard size of a double bed is 6 feet by 6 feet. We have prepared the room 10 feet by 10 feet, and we have to put that 6 feet by 6 feet bed in the bedroom. If you don't put the bed in the correct size in the drawing, it is incorrect. Suppose you have by mistakenly, or if you don't know, you have put the bed size around 3 feet by 4 feet. Suppose the rest of the space will look like empty. You will feel that we have enough space to put other furniture, but that is not correct. So that's why I'm telling you before, if you have the tools in your hand, simply speaking, you have the tools in your hand to prepare drawings like scales, proportion and size. But you have to side by side, alternately, you have to know also the basic standards, what we call it anthropometry. This is one factor. Another factor is the space. What is space? I already let you know in the many classes before. Space is the platform where we start our design. The khali jaga, the empty space, the empty platform, the base where we start our design. Maybe a room, maybe a commercial space, everything. So obviously you have to know what is the definition of space also. Now I directly come to practicality. Now you can see in the on the screen. Now we can in terms of interior designing, I'll be let you know there are two types of measurements. Simply speaking, one is the scale units of measurements to prepare drawings, to make drawings, maybe manually, maybe in AutoCAD software. Another is physically measure the drawings. Physically site pe jaake you go to the site and measure every length, breadth, heights of the rooms, of the house, of the residence, of the buildings, everything. Physically measure karna. Measuring tape. You have the measuring tape. You measure all the length, breadth of the room, height of the room, measure the furnitures, what are the furnitures available in the room, you measure everything. That is the type of measurement you are doing physically, measuring. Another thing, while you are preparing your drawing, you have to use some skills, maybe manual drafting, maybe in AutoCAD software. So generally, if you come to the physically, what are the types of measures? So I have written physical types of measuring scales for drawings. Obviously, you can understand. Everyone is aware that this type of drawings we have, maybe you have used from our school days, as I told you already. First one is a plastic or transparent scale. In school days, we have the geometry box. Geometry box में ये scale होता था, maybe in 12 inches, maybe in 6 inches scale. So this is transparent plastic scale. Now it will help you to prepare drawings in manual drafting, but not in AutoCAD. AutoCAD, you can't use this physical scale. Not also to, you can't take this scale and go to measure physically, actually the room size of the room. It's not possible. This is small, very small. So these type of scales, which we use only to prepare drawings, we can mention them as plastic scale or plastic scale is also sometimes called transparent scale. It's transparent. We can go see through the paper. Second one is a wooden scale. If you remember, in school days, we might be using, even in the studios also, we might be using the same scale, which is in the form of wood. Another one is a steel scale. Steel scale is also called engineering scale. Steel. The same scale is, the material is steel, as a steel. So steel scale also we use. And there are other many actually. So I have mentioned few. So there is another type of scale, we call it triangular scale, and another one is paper scale or architect scale. Now this triangular scale and paper scale is not general or is not common. These types of scales like triangular scale or paper or architect scale is only used by architects and interior designers, or also sometimes by mechanical engineer, civil engineer also. They have their specific properties, I'll let you know. So initial plastic scale, wooden scale and steel scale is very common, maybe used by any field. But triangular scale, paper scale, architect scale, these scales are engineering scales which the professionals use. So in terms of physically, you can, for preparing drawings, you can use these scales. So I just let you know what is the specific about triangular scale. So in this triangular scale, there are three faces. You can see triangular. There are three faces or three surfaces. So obviously, as you can understand, before that I will let you know that it's not necessarily all the time we prepare drawings or study drawings or make drawings only in one type of measurement. Like generally, you also know that there can be feet, inches. There can be millimeter, centimeter, meter, kilometer. There's metric system. Metric system of measurements, we call it centimeter, meter, and everything comes out of metric system. And this one, another type is vernier scale. That the scale, this one vernier scale, this one feet and inches. So suppose in one scale you want, in the one scale you want 2 or 3 different types of units of measurements, then you can go for triangular scale. One face of the scale will show you the other face of the scale may show you in feet, inches. This is one requirement, maybe one requirement. Sometimes, as I already told you, that while preparing drawings, sometimes you may adjust your actual measurement of a room to a scale. Just I already told you, there can be 1:20, 1:50, 1:100 scale. We prepare drawings. So you may need different types of scale, obviously. 1:20 का एक scale हो, 1:50 का अलग scale हो, different types of scales. So this triangular scale or the paper architect scale, you may have in different scales, like 1:20, 1:50, 1:100, whatever you need. So that's why this type of scales are normally used in professionals only. Anyway, again, we are short of time, so 10 minutes we have left. So today, another 10 minutes, I will just let you know about feet, inches, and And for the next and continuation of this next class, I will be contacting the 2D, 3Ds, and perspective. So I just come to you about the foot in general. Everyone knows foot, inches, feet, inches, feet, inches. What is the height? My height is 5.6 inches. My 5.8 inches. So already everyone is aware of foot and inches. So foot is a measurement, is a type of measurement. This is imperial types of measurement, imperial US standard. So just we should know the what is the least count. We are concerned about the least count. Least count means what is the maximum possible unit of measurement or least count that is possible we can physically measure it. that we call a least count. Anyway, so in the least count, if you go in the details, so in feet inches, the least count is around 0.001 inch. And another type, the metric system of measurement, which we account for mm, centimeter, meter, kilometer. So least count is 0.01 mm. So now if you come to practicality, actually foot inches, the unit of measurement we use to draw, prepare drawings or measure on site. Normally in interior designing, still now widely accepted measurement is feet inches. But in architecture, it is mm. But in practical, if you want to know, in mm, the metric system, the least count is less. So if the least count is less, if the least count of any units of measurement is lesser, that means the probability of error is less. And galti kam hogi. Least count kam hai, galti kam hogi. Simple. So widely accepted in architecture field today, nowadays, at least in India, is the metric system, that is mm. So mm, if you just see in this scale, I just let you show. Okay, in this image only you can see, in the same scale, if you in the same one scale, most of the scales you have both type of measurements in the same scale. One side may be mm, one side may be the feet inches. Normal scale you have. So if you just count yourself, what will the least count in mm, what will be the least count in feet inches, you will yourself find the least count actually in the mm is lesser, small. So small least count is smaller. That what does it mean? That means the accuracy is more than feet inches. Anyway, the conclusion is that preparing drawings, measuring drawings in on site, preparing drawings in paper box or in AutoCAD or any software in mm is more accurate, more efficient than feet inches. But in practicality, in real life, in India at least, still the interior design field, the feet inches is widely accepted. Not for the reason of being least count, but the reason is different. If we still wish to know what is the reason, someone may ask me, then still why it is used. Because the materials are available feet inches. That is the problem. Many people still don't know why still feet inches is still used. If you already know that the accuracy efficiency is more in mm, why we still use feet inches in interior designing? The reason is that the materials, mostly the interior building materials are available in feet inches. Suppose the base example is tile, floor पे हम लोग tile लगाते हैं. Still the companies are preparing the tiles in feet, 2 feet by 2 feet, 1 feet by 1 feet, they are preparing. So that's why. But if you sometimes convert feet inches to mm, there will be some difference. Suppose I just cite you an example. This one, everyone knows that 1 foot equals to 12 inches. 1 foot में 12 inches होता है. 1 meter accounts to 100 centimeter, accounts to 1000 mm. Now if we make a relation between inches and mm, normally we know the 1 feet equals to 304.8 mm. 1 feet equals to 304.8 mm. Suppose we are preparing or making or measuring drawings in mm and we have to convert it to feet inches. Obviously that 304.8 factor, obviously it will account to some fractional measurement that you can't actually count it. So you have to ignore that. That's why if you convert it, there will be some error. So normally what we do, if you want to know, if we prepare a drawing in feet inches, sometimes if we need to measure the drawing in mm, there we need a conversion. Normally what we do, 1 feet, if we convert to mm, we normally assume approximately 1 foot equals to 300 mm. Now 300 actually, but in reality actually it is 304.8 mm. So what about 0.0? So I mean to say, what about the 0.48 mm? That is negligible. But if it accounts for a huge mass of space, that may account. Anyway, simply speaking, there are two types of unit of measurements. One is feet inches, one is the mm. The widely accepted in the interior field is the feet inches, and in aggregate is mm. But there is a least count. The efficiency is more in mm. still we are in interior designing, we are using feet inches. But sometimes if you want to convert it, if you want to prepare, sometimes in you have prepared the drawing in feet inches, but now you want to convert it, then you can just multiply with a factor. What is a conversion factor? This is the conversion factor. 1 feet will be equal to 304.8 mm. So you can also convert it even in your manual drafting drawings or in the AutoCAD softwares also. So you will, even if you want to study about much details, what are the conversion factors, you can get your own. You can also study of your own if you search on the internet also. So basically, you should just remember that 1 feet is equals to 304.8 mm. So this is the conversion factor. We can use it. Anyway, there are lots of topics regarding the units of measurements. So I have just presently in this class, I have just prepared you. I have just let you know the basic thing, the basic, what is the unit of measurement, what are the types of scales we use, what are the units of conversion, what are the types of units of measurements we use. So still I want anyone, if you have any confusion regarding this present topic, you can ask me right now. किसी को कुछ पूछना है? Anything? Anyone want to know? Anyone want to ask anything regarding the topic? Because the 2D, 3D and perspective I will be conducting in the next class. So before that you have to
No,
know.
sir.
Yeah. Anything? Anyone, if you want to ask me, you can ask. Because I know this type of things, many people have confusions. Normally होता है, लोगों को confusion होता है. I know. So one thing you have to be very clear, as I already told you, size, scale and proportion are different things. Where to apply the word, you have to be specific. That is a point. And another point is the feet inches drawing and mm drawing. You have to be very clear. Because if I come to again advanced level of interior designing में बात करूँ, obviously it's a logic. There is 2 minutes left, so I tell you that very important thing. If you come to the practicality, if you come to profession, obviously as I already told you, the general practice in India still now feet inches is used in interior designing, mm is used in architecture. Now obviously an interior design project, everyone, we already told you and everyone may know, interior design project starts after architecture. That means the architect has already prepared the drawing in mm. Now the drawing has come to an interior designer and she has to, or he has to work on the interior design part. Obviously you have to know the drawing I have found or drawing I have been given is in millimeter. Now I have to work on feet inches. That's why I was telling you, be careful while you convert. Generally, as I told you, 1 feet equals to 300 mm is the normal we use. That means if you say 10 फुट का मतलब 10 feet by 10 foot का room है, that means we assume it that 3 meter by 3 meter, that means 3000 mm by 3000 mm room size. But there may be error sometimes, so you have to be clear. Anyone want to ask anything?
Sir, 1 feet is equal to 300 mm.
Actual
Yes.
में 304.8.
Actual में
304.8 mm.
300.88.
304.8 mm.
Or 304.88.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's why I was telling you that actually we in interior designing we use feet inches, but architecture we use in mm. So wherever you have any conflict, you have to convert it.
Sir, in architecture, mm is used, and in interior design, mein?
Interior design, as I told you, widely accepted is this one, feet inches in India. And the reason is, as I told you, reason is not because of the scale factor or the least count. Reason is all the materials, building materials are already produced in the feet